Good morning, family. Today is April 13th. It's Sunday here in the Philippines, and we are preparing to go to visit Elizabeth's sister, Evelyn, and her family in Bulacan, which is just northeast of Manila. So we're going to visit them to spend a few days towards the end of Holy Week with them. I believe we'll be there from the 17th to the 19th. And I'm looking forward to it. We haven't been there since 2023 when we came here for a 1 month vacation and traveled, to a few different places. And Bulacan was one. I'm looking forward to spending some time with Evelyn and her family, her husband, and her 3 children. She's got two young men and a young lady, her children, and they each are starting their own families. The oldest son has a little girl, and is in a relationship. I don't think they're married yet, but they are a very close relationship, and she seems like a very nice young lady. The little girl is cute as a button. Maybelline, which is the baby girl, has a son who we are godparents to, named Enzo, and he's as smart as a whip. And Maybelline is with her child's father, and then the youngest son, and I don't know if he's older than Maybelline or younger than Maybelline, but his name is Dan. Christopher's the oldest son. Dan, or Danilo, is his proper name. They call him Dan. But Dan has not, as far as I know, doesn't have any children. I enjoyed spending time with him. Last time we were here, we did a few things with him. Mall activities. We went out to dinner a few times. Did a little tourism with him right there in the Bulacan area, and I'm looking forward to do maybe some of those things again, and maybe a little something else. I'm not sure what anybody has planned, but we're going there looking forward to having a little fun, a little getaway. I'm looking forward to maybe going up to Nueva Ecija, and I hope I said that right, Nueva Ecija, and I'll put the spelling properly down in the, either in the video or down in the comments. It's where Aunt Norma and Uncle Oscar live with their children, and I've seen some YouTube video on the area, Nueva Ecija, and that's one of the few places where she has relatives here that we have not visited, there and Batangas. So we're looking forward to visiting Nueva Ecija maybe next month. I'm thinking, as long as that's okay with this, if the family's going to be there, if they don't have any other plans. And Batangas within the next couple of months, maybe in June, or I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But we've been planning a trip. We've been thinking about planning a trip to Batangas for a while. They are supposedly have some very nice beaches, and I am certainly looking forward to checking that out. And I actually want to get down to Subic Bay and check that out, see what the beaches are like down there. Just kind of memorabilia type tour for me, because that's where I spent a lot of my time when I was in the Navy. That I was here in the Philippines, was in the Subic Bay area, Longapo, and the Zambales is the area, Zambales. But there's Subic Bay. I think there was Subic City. I know I lived in an apartment out in Bahak. I think it was East Bahak, if I'm not mistaken. It was East or West. I can't remember. It was so many years ago. But I lived there for a while. Visited the wet markets, dry markets, and stuff back then. I'm sure all of that's changed. And from what I've seen in vlogs and videos, the area has changed quite a bit. Since then, I know all the establishments that used to be there to support the U.S. Navy, the sailors on Liberty out in town there are gone. But I'm hoping that the nice people are still there, and the establishments are, have like rearranged themselves to do better for the public. But I'm looking forward to that. So those are the things that we plan to do, and I hope to get done this year. I'm trying to pace ourselves. I don't want to do too much too soon and just burn out. And we really enjoy the home here, so we've been spending a lot of time in the area. I've been learning a little bit more about where things are in relationship to where we live, here locally. Been doing a lot of walking. I think you've seen that if you've watched any of my videos. I get out and do walking in the neighborhood, in the area. I try to hit different places from time to time. It's kind of hard to do because the only time I can really get out and walk is in the mornings, and it's gotten so hot now that I have to start my walks prior to 6:30 in the morning in order to that I don't get overwhelmed by the heat, because by 8 o'clock in the morning it's just too hot to be out there walking. It's just too hot. So it's supposed to get up to like 94 degrees today, and that's with partially cloudy. This is for you all that are from the Midwest in the Chicago area, and my brother down in St. Louis. You'll understand that when I tell you that I lived in Las Vegas for 7 years, and we lived, there was 117, 118, 115 degree heat during the summer. We were smart enough not to be out there walking around in it in the heat of the day. But that was, desert heat is a different kind of heat. I could withstand more, a higher temperature in Las Vegas than I could, like, in Chicago area, or St. Louis, because I visited my brother there. But, because the humidity is higher. So imagine, guys, the humidity here is way higher than it is in either St. Louis or Chicago. So, it just gets to be, it's not so much the heat, it's the humidity that gets you, because it puts that blanket of wetness on you. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm saying this for the benefit of the viewers who have not lived in that environment. So that blanket of heat that drops on you when you walk out in that kind of weather contributes to, so your body cools itself by sweating, and then when the wind blows across your skin, that's how your skin naturally cools itself. But if you can never get that cooling effect because there's constant blanket of dampness, it never dissipates. So that's the danger of the humidity. Anyway, we're still, besides all that, we figured out how to work around it. I try to get up and do things early before it gets too hot. When we have to go out and do things, we use air-conditioned cars. We're using drivers because I don't expect that I'll buy a car here, at least not in the near future, probably never, because the cost of either ride share or having a driver to take you on long distances is just so inexpensive to us in this environment, in this economy, that we choose to just use those avenues. It's not worth it to me to go out because it's not, so first of all, I've done a little research, and I've talked to some people that's been here for some expats that have been here for some time, and they all advise me, if you're gonna buy a car here, do not buy a used car, because you don't know what you're getting, right? So secondly, when you go out and buy a new car, everybody knows what that's like. So whether you pay cash for it or you finance it, you still have, maintenance fees and all of that kind of thing, plus the initial layout of the cost of the car. Um, and if, for the amount of traveling, long distance or distance traveling that we do, it just wouldn't pay off for me. I mean, we don't get out that much. When we want to go somewhere, like I say, we'll either call a Grab, which is like an Uber, or we'll call our driver. If we need to go, more than 15, 20 miles, we'll call the driver, set up a time with them, and then they'll take us where we need to go. It's just, and it's worth it. I mean, I can get a driver for a whole day here for something like $20, $30. So for a whole day, I don't have to worry about driving in this chaotic driving environment here. I don't have to worry about a possible accident, and then me being a foreigner and having everything come off on me. I just, I would rather not. I came here for peace. I have my peace when I'm sitting in the back seat, getting to where I go in an air-conditioned car. So that's the bottom line on that. I don't want to make this too long. I just hadn't shared for a while. Just thought I'd share some things with you. I know I've been doing quite a few of my videos lately, either in or around the house, walking the neighborhood, or things like that, except for our trip to Alabama a couple of weeks ago. But I will give you some new video next week on our way to Bulacan, because that'll be a nice ride. It's a pretty long drive, so that ought to be some nice scenery, and then you'll be able to see some things that you maybe haven't already seen, and I'll get that out to you as soon as I can. I'll probably wait until we get back, because we're only going to be there like 2 or 3 days, I think. And I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste any time away from the family, or up late at night trying to put videos out when we're going there to have a good time and be around family. So I'm going to enjoy that, and I'll put the videos out shortly after we get back. But God bless you. Thank you for joining us today on this video, or whenever and wherever you're watching it from. Please remember that God blesses us for a reason. When your cup starts to flow over, it means that you've got more than you need, and you can share some of it. Not all of it, obviously, but you can share some of it. So please do so. If you find somebody that needs help, you run across them, and if you're in a situation where you can and it's safe, then please help them. To my family, I want to specifically say I love you all. I miss you very much. I know we haven't been here, but 2 months now or something like that, a month and a half, 2 months. But we do miss you. I look forward to seeing you all again at some point. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed.